Hello, my friend. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. So good to be back here. Christmas came and my husband got an espresso maker for Christmas. So we're a little frothy today. It's kind of flattened a little bit since I made it about 30 minutes ago, but it tastes pretty stinking good. So we'll be getting highly caffeinated as we chat today. Really excited to be here with you. I'm going to try to sip away from the mic. I saw last week a couple of people very bothered by mouth sounds and sipping. I can only do so much. I do have a high quality mic, but I will try to sip away from the mic. I will do my best. So we'll bag it up. Okay, so today we are going to be chatting about different things that I found that were kind of hot topics right now, as far as like if we had a What's Up in Makeup today, because there's no What's Up in Makeup today because of the holidays. We took the 2 weeks off. What's Up in Makeup will be back next week. But if things that might have been top news for this week, so there's a couple of topics. Number one is about Kim Kardashian, because of course anytime Kim Kardashian or anybody in her family breathes, it is something people are interested in. So we'll be talking about the holiday party that she took her daughter to and the makeup she was wearing. And we'll talk about, children and makeup and what age do we feel that is, appropriate for kids to wear makeup. Personally, spoiler alert, I think it should be up to the individual parent, but we'll discuss. Also, we're going to talk about some trends from 2019. Do we think that they were trends? Did they just live on Instagram and no one else actually saw them? Or were they actual trends? Were they things that, were real, actual trends? And should we leave these trends in 2019 or should we carry them into 2020? And then finally, Beauty Blender has come out with a revolutionary product. You can see by the smile on my face that it's kind of stupid, but we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about how revolutionary it is. But before we get to there, I do want to say hello to the people that are here live in the collective brain of Makeup Awesomeness, where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. We all work together as one giant brain to learn things and talk and have a discussion. So when I invite people into my home, I do like to say hello. So Latina is here, my friend. She says, our son Julio II is hospitalized with pancreatitis. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Please have him in your prayers. Happy New Year's to all and blessings. Latina and Julio down by the schoolyard. My love is with you and with Julio Jr., Julio II. I hope that everything works out well and he feels better very, very soon. Consuelo is here. Good morning to you. Tabitha, good morning to you. Our fabulous Queen Wench, Queen moderator and all around queen of everything in my world. Tabitha, thank you for being here. So good morning. Good morning to the rest of the Wenches, making sure that chat goes smoothly. Thank you. Britta is here, good morning, and Donna is here, good morning. She's never caught the beginning of one of these, so happy to have you here. Nicole is here, she's never this early, she's actually watching live. My girl Liz is here, good morning to you. She's getting ready for work. Hope you have a fabulous day, Liz. Sandy is here. Teresa, M.O. in the house, one of our fabulous team members. Debbie Green in the house. Debbie Green, what to say about Debbie Green? Debbie Green. It's Debbie Green. And good morning to Lisa McLaughlin. Good to see you. And Katie Starr. Good to see you. Debbie says, reminding you to like and share this video so that more people can join our fabulous collective brain. And if I did not say good morning to you, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so I'm going to try to get my screen up so I can actually see what's happening. And I can see you and I can see the screen at the same time. We'll see if I can swing that. Okay, no, obviously can't. Okay, so first thing we're going to be talking about is Miss Kim Kardashian. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the news article from Allure. All these articles are linked down in the description box below. So Miss Kim Kardashian is mom-shamed for letting her daughter Northwest wear makeup on Christmas. Let's go ahead and check out and see if I can get this to scroll. Come on, scroll. Oh, come on. It's not letting me scroll today. Okay, well, thankfully, I do have a photo. We'll put that up. And there she is. She's so beautiful. So Definitely not rolling in the makeup in this picture. It looks like she has a little bit of lip gloss on. May have a little bit of complexion. I don't know. She's a baby, man. Babies don't need complexion products, but her skin looks absolutely flawless. Maybe a filter, maybe it's Maybelline, but probably just her natural skin and some beautiful lip gloss. And she's holding Auntie Kylie's lip gloss there. So shameless advertising with the child. But, you know, she doesn't look miserable. She looks like she's okay there. I don't see that as being a problem as far as makeup goes. She is 6 years old. Let's go ahead and flip back. I don't know why it's not letting me scroll the article. Let's try one more time. Oh, wait, here we go. That's how we do it. Okay, so we got the beautiful picture. Now, this is where people also had issues that apparently she was sick and she went to the party anyway. She really wanted to go to the party, but she was sick. That's just a, you know, it's a parenting choice. You know, okay, let me flip it over. Hold on. So, okay, this is what I'm thinking. You have to tell me what you're thinking. First of all, let's talk about the makeup thing. So with the makeup, I personally feel like it's a parent's choice to decide when their child is ready for makeup, how much and what to do. My 11-year-old does not wear makeup except for concerts, like when she's in like a choir concert, things like that, Halloween, stuff like that. But she also is not interested in makeup. She doesn't care. Somehow she's my child, but she does not care at all. If she came to me and said, Mom, I want to wear makeup, my first question to her would be why? Why do you want to wear makeup? Because I personally feel like instilling in kids the joy of play and that makeup can be a part of play and exploring. I think where it becomes a problem is when you say, oh, you know, you've got a pimple there, or your under eyes don't look so good, or, you know, when you're being critical of somebody's looks and then encourage them to wear makeup in order to fix something that is the way that they look. That's where I see it can be harmful for kids. If it's just because they really like, you know, they're going to a party, man. They're putting on lipstick, or they're, you know, they want to wear makeup because they have fun with it. I personally don't see a problem with that. That's my personal opinion as a parent. You know, but I do think that it's up to the individual parent to make that choice. I would love to know what the collective brain thinks. Tiffany Marr says it's just a parenting choice. I don't see anything wrong with it. She's dressed appropriately. Elsie says, looks fine to me, barely detectable, and shouldn't it be up to the parents to choose? Anyway, I'd rather have my kid wear quality stuff than kids' face paint type makeup. Actually, you know, I get asked questions all the time about, you know, what would be good makeup for kids. I strongly recommend you stay away from very inexpensive makeup and makeup at places like Claire's, Icing, any of those makeup. Please do not purchase that stuff. Makeup does not have to be FDA regulated in order to be on shelves, and they have very bad reputations, Justice as well, for having asbestos in their makeup, lead in their makeup. So please do not purchase that. What I usually recommend for kids that are just starting out in makeup when parents ask me is Essence. I think Essence is a fantastic starting point. The packaging is really cute. The pigmentation isn't always super pigmented, which is great for kids just starting out. It can be a little frustrating in the eyeshadow and that it kind of blends away a little bit as you blend. But I mean, if they're just starting out, I think Essence is a great brand to start with. That's always my recommendation, and it's not very expensive. It can be found at Ulta if you live in the States, and Essence does have a website as well. So that's kind of, you know, how I feel about it. Tab says she's going to a party. Exactly. I feel the same way. Samantha says, loving your background. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is my newish background. It's the same stuff, just in a different place. Diesel says, I don't care about makeup, but I hate when people bring their sick babies to parties. Yeah, and I think that's a thing too. You know, I understand. You know, I've definitely had to keep my kids home sick from things that they were really excited about. I remember my daughter was in a spelling bee, and she'd been working for months and months and months to be in the spelling bee, and she was sick the day of the bee, and it was heart-wrenching. I mean, it was like, or gut-wrenching, not heart-wrenching. That'd be weird. It was gut-wrenching. I mean, it was so horrible to have to see her have to stay home from that. But when your kids are sick, they're sick, you need to take care of, at least this is my opinion. as a parent, and parents have to make their own decisions. And if it's her kid, she does what she wants. But I feel like, disappointment is kind of a part of life. I hate to say that, and if your kid is sick, the number one thing they need is to get well. And the way that they can get well is to rest, get lots of fluids, medication if necessary, not really being at a party, even though they really, really want to go. And it's disappointing. It's very disappointing, but sometimes it's better that they're disappointed and that they get well. And it's unfortunate. So I personally, if it were my child, I would not have brought my child to the party. I am sure she has sitters that she could have had, or maybe popping back and forth if she could to check on her. But a 6-year-old sick, she just wants her mommy and her daddy probably. Lisa says people should stop mom shaming unless you're putting your child in danger or the danger. Yeah. Who cares how you parent your child? Exactly. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, and they don't give you an instruction manual when you have kids. You're kind of winging it as you go. And people make mistakes and they learn from them, and that's just the way it is, and it's up to each individual parent to do what they think is right for their kids. That's my 2 cents. Kayla says, both my daughters who are 3 and 4 ask for makeup when they see me doing mine. I have no problem putting on a super light wash of eyeshadow or lip gloss. Yeah, especially if it's for play purposes. We let them dress up in costumes and things. I see makeup as another layer of it. I remember my son, when he was in pre-K, he loved nail polish. Absolutely love nail polish. He's probably going to, not be, I don't know. He doesn't care. He won't care that I say this, honestly. But he would wear nail polish all the time. I don't care. He loved it. He liked the colors on his fingers. It's Carlene says, my question though is, how was she sick? Well, it says that she had the flu, I believe. Let me just make sure I get it right. It says, this is from the Post, my poor baby North wasn't feeling good on Christmas Eve. She had the stomach flu. You can see she wasn't feeling well, but she wanted to go to the party so badly. So that's that. Let me go back to you. I lost you for a second. That's kind of where I'm at on that. We're about 15 minutes in, so I'm gonna go ahead. Wait, hold on a second. Shanna says, but to shame on her every news article, she's a great mother and she'll question herself as a mother. Now that's wrong. Yeah, and I think that, this is the thing, and I see this as I guess they call me like a mid-sized YouTube person, smaller to mid-sized YouTube person. The bigger your audience is, the more people are going to dislike you, and the more people are going to have critical things to say. And it just comes with the territory. And I think until as a society, we start really not accepting that kind of behavior. It's like when I was teaching, it was the whole peer thing. We're going to have people that are going to well, this is the thing though too, now that I'm thinking about it, is like people, they go online, they say something nasty, and some people do that on purpose because they enjoy the reaction of other people saying, no, don't say that, So are these articles, as far as this one, like mom shaming, is this article was it really just a couple of comments on her Instagram? That she was, so what I'm trying to say is the article blowing it up bigger than it actually was? Was it just a couple of comments on the Instagram post? She was still mom shamed no matter how many people it was, but, I think that, we twist things around. And I think the more, what I was saying before is the more people become popular and in the public eye, the more criticism we garner from people that are watching everything that we do. And I think we just have to be, if we disagree with that, we need to not be the people that are doing that, that are shaming people. And to be very clear, think Kim should let her daughter do whatever Kim thinks her daughter should do. Absolutely. So, Tina says, I seriously doubt she had the stomach flu. You have that crap and can't get anywhere for days. Yeah. It's possible maybe she was getting over it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, stomach flu is absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. All right. So let's move on to the second story. The second story is about makeup trends that broke the internet in 2019. I'll go ahead and flip the article over here. It's from Times. What is this? Here we go. Times Now News, which I've never heard of, but I thought it was a pretty interesting article. Get rid of this ad down here. We don't need that. All right, so graphic liner. Okay, supposedly was a big thing. I remember seeing graphic liner on Instagram, but I never really saw anybody in person using graphic liner. I do think it's really cool. I think it's a really neat trend, but I wouldn't say that that's a trend that really seemed to catch on. Kind of like look at her brows, her block brows. Okay, block brows was huge. It was huge. I mean, everybody was doing them. I saw them at the mall. I saw them at the grocery store. I saw them everywhere. Block brows was huge. But I haven't really seen too many people with graphic liner, maybe because it's so difficult to do, to get those lines perfectly straight. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But let me go ahead and flip over and see what y'all are saying about graphic liner. Whoop, sorry about that. Every time I click back over, it gives me weird feedback and stuff. But, okay. All right. So people are still talking about the Kim stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the second one because I think there's about a 30-second delay. So I'm going to go ahead and flip back over. I apologize for the feedback when I flip back over. Okay. So let's go to the next one, graphic liner. Okay, the wet, dewy skin look. I actually really like this trend. I am a big fan of the like the glass skin, beautiful, like just very glowy kind of look. Not over highlighted, but just glowy, glossy. I don't like glossy on my eyes. It's extremely uncomfortable. I remember getting an eye gloss once, kind of like what Kim's wearing here. I think that's what she's wearing, is like an eye gloss. It's incredibly uncomfortable. At least the one that I had was really uncomfortable. But I do like the overall like wet skin look. It's beautiful. Like the Amrezy highlighter from Anastasia, just really, really beautiful. I'm a big fan of the dewy skin wet look. Let's see what they say is next. Mermaid tears. What? Mermaid tears makeup caught the attention of makeup aficionados and beauty moguls around the globe. So bright colors are in the tear duct area. I must have missed that. I don't think I was on Instagram enough, but I think that looks really beautiful. Sorry, I think I swallowed a little too close to the microphone. But I think that looks beautiful on Kylie. I haven't done that myself, but it looks really pretty. I don't know. Was that a trend, though? Was that an actual trend? You guys will have to tell me. Go back in a second. Bushy brush brows. Okay, so one time I did this as a joke in a video and brushed my brows up like that. And I thought it looked awful. And I got so many comments that people really liked it. Like they thought it looked really good. I thought it looked atrocious. Like the feathered, brushed up brows. I thought it looked really weird. I still think it looks really weird. But I will say that a lot of people seem to really like it when I did it, which I thought was weird. Let me go ahead and switch over. Let's see what the community is saying. Just a warning, headphone users, it's going to be loud for a quick second. Okay, got it. I need to figure out how to fix that. Okay, let's go up and see what the community is saying. Okay. This Pretty Little Life says, most of the graphic liners broke up on people and flaked off really bad, so most didn't wear it out and about, I think. Gotcha. Oh, tracksuit glam, Beatrice is talking about. I can't get down with tracksuits. To each his or her or their own. Tracksuits are not my thing. I can't say I will never, but I cannot imagine ever wearing a tracksuit. It's not my thing. Ali says, adios to block brows in 2020. I think it looks good on some people. It does not look good on me, but it looks good on some people. Imperio Spice, I use graphic eyeliner at Christmas. I use the Conspiracy palette. Nice. Casey says, more of an Instagram fad, I think. Tiffany says it's not a trend to her. P, I don't think graphic liner is a 2019 trend. It's been around for a while. And I think sometimes they kind of dig up these trends and say that they're trends when really they've been around a really long time. But maybe it just became more popular this year. I don't know. Mons says, unpopular opinion, I'm not a fan of graphic liner, but it's beautiful art. I'm going to skip down a little bit and see what other people are saying about the dewy look. Debbie Shutta says, love the dewy look. Good morning to Katie Marie, who has a YouTube channel. Go over and check it out if you like. Gabby says, OMG, Jen, I totally insulted your music taste during the Tati pellet video, and I just wanted to say I'm so sorry. Oh, that's okay. It's funny. Like this is changing the topic a little bit, Gabby. But I do get comments about my music choice in my when I insert music into videos. And this is the thing: the music library we can use in YouTube videos is very limited. You have to use specific websites in order to upload music. So it's not like I can just go and pick my favorite song and put it in the video. It's difficult to find music. And I use, if you're curious, I use not SoundCloud, Epidemic Sound, and a website called Thematic that was founded by Michelle Phan. So those two sites are my major sources of music, and the library is only so big. So I try to find music that kind of fits with the theme. So with Tati, I try to use prettier music, like kind of like more, I don't know, more trendy, pretty music kind of thing. For Shane's, for the Conspiracy Palette, everything was about money. I'm not sure if anybody caught on that, but all the music was all about money. So, I mean, it's hard to find good music, and sometimes people like it and sometimes people don't, but I'll never, never, never fit everybody's taste with the music that I choose. So I just find something that I like, and if people don't like it, then they can turn the sound down and add their own track. Like, it's no problem. Like, just turn the sound down. I'm not saying anything. Just turn the sound down and, take your phone and put on a good song you like. It'll show you when it's over. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's no problem. I'm never going to make everybody happy, and it's totally okay. I'm not mad at you, Gabby. Mwah. Not mad at you at all. All right, back to the trends. So fresh and glowy is lovely, Amy says. Jackie says, I like the dewy wet skin trend too. Me too. I think that the people that have oily skin and have been fighting against oily skin for their whole lives probably are the ones that would be a bit confused by it, because they've been trying to blot and get rid of all of that, and everybody is now wanting that look that they have naturally. So I can imagine people with oily skin being a little bit like, what? But it's beautiful. I think it's absolutely beautiful to have some glow. Oh, This Pretty Little Life says, I love dewy skin, but I hate that my hair seems to always stick it all day. It's irritating. Gotcha. See, I've never used a product that stayed sticky on my face. If a product stayed sticky on my face, I think I would have an issue and I wouldn't wear it. That would be the end of that. Lip glosses where my hair sticks in it. I mean, I don't have that much hair anymore, but if my hair was going to my lips, it's not my thing. Yeah, CA says J-Lo does dewy looks for over 20 years already. It's true. And that's the thing, though, is when we say it's a trend, it doesn't mean that this is something that's brand new that no one's ever seen before. It's just that it seemed to become more popular this year. Let's scroll down a bit. Sarah says glass skin makeup look that was done by Lisa Eldridge, my favorite. I'll have to check that one out. Gabby says, OMG, blushing, haha, did not expect you to respond to me twice. Well, now it's 3 times. It's all good, Gabby. It's all good. It's all good. Because you're not the only one. If it was just you, then it would be just you, but you're not alone. There are a lot of people that comment that they don't enjoy different music choices that I put on. Rashida likes my music. Thanks, Rashida. I love you, Rashida. Rashida's one of my people that hangs out with me on Periscope. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and back over to the trends. Let's see what else we can find here. Okay. So brushed brows. I'm not a fan, but I know a lot of other people are. Colorful eyeliner. Did that come back in this year? I don't know. This is my issue with colorful eyeliner. I always feel like it looks weird on me because I feel like you can't really see it too well. Like the way that she has it, she's got it blocked out in black so you can really see where the yellow is. But if she didn't do that, it would get lost on her eyelid. And I feel like that happens a lot. It has same colored mascara also. I feel like your lashes just kind of get lost. And I think that's why dark colors always seem to come back, because the lighter colors get lost unless you are of a very of a deeper skin tone. I feel like you can really get away with it because you have that contrast there. But if you're of a lighter skin tone and you're using a lighter color, it just gets lost. But I think women with deeper skin tones using colors looks absolutely gorgeous. I wish they had used a woman of a deeper skin tone. Well, I guess this is a good example of it, but it looks absolutely beautiful when there's a contrast. Ombre lips. Wasn't this a trend a while back? Ombre lips. And this is the same thing. It's like I feel like ombre lips was like a 4 years ago thing. 3 years ago. Because remember they had all those ombre lip kits? where they were selling lip kits specifically for ombre, and they had like lipsticks that were layered, where they had like 3 different colors within the lipstick that was supposed to give you an ombre lip, and it never worked. I think ombre lips are cool though. I'm all about the ombre lips whenever I can do ombre lips. I think it looks beautiful. I love it. And you can do it real subtle. Like this is a little more dramatic, but you can do it a little more subtle. All right, let's do one more and then we'll go back over to the community. Painted eyes. Let's see. See, I don't see how, I guess it just looks more like paint. I haven't seen that. That's interesting. I haven't seen that. Y'all have to tell me if y'all have seen that. Okay. And this one I feel like was like fake freckles. Was that this year? Was the fake freckle thing this year? I feel like that was last year, but maybe it was early 2019, the fake freckle thing. But I think it looks beautiful. I love fake freckles. I think they're gorgeous. So I'm a big fan of fake freckles. I'm a big fan of anytime we're showing something that's not completely, well, I guess completely, I just feel like dimension in the face is beautiful. Anytime that there's contrast, I think it's beautiful. So when you have a skin that's not just one shade, as I'm sitting here with a more full coverage foundation, a skin that's more, that shows, texture and that shows freckles. I think it's beautiful. And I don't see anything wrong with showing freckles, and creating freckles. I think it's absolutely beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and flip over to the community now that we've discussed a few more headphone wearers. I'm going to flip over for a second. All right, I got off a little faster that time. All right, let's scroll up a little bit. Hi, Laura. How are you? Tiffany says, ombre lips have been around forever. That's how you get a really good pout. Exactly. I'm totally with you. Vivi hates ombre lips. Really? Really, Vivi? Beatrice says, I think a lot of trends, came from the Orient look style. I don't know what that is. Maybe Korean? Was that supposed to be Korean? Maybe? Okay, let's see. Sorojan says, we did colorful eyeliner back in the 90s. Yes, that was a thing. Yeah, I tried it. Failed miserably. Sammy says, how do you respond to someone in chat? You can click the 3 dots next to their name. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. I think you just have to @ them. So when you go down to where it says say something, hit @ and then start typing their name. And I think that's how you respond to people. Rosanna says, completely agree, Jen. The eyeliner looks fabulous on people with deeper skin tones. Oh, Chrissy says, new fan, but I love your channel. So informative and fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Chrissy. All right, let me scroll down a bit. Beatrice says, painted, as in paint or colorful looks? I don't know. It didn't really make any sense to me. I don't know. Anne says, Mikey from Glam and Gora is a great ombre lip tutorial. I bet. She's sick talented. Sick talented. She's so funny. I would love to meet her one day. She's fabulous. I love her. Pia says, when I wear eyeliner, it's always colorful. I always wear colorful eyeshadow in combination with it. It's important to deepen the outer V to create more contrast. Nice. Thanks for the tip, Pia. And you can see in her profile picture, in her little picture, she's got blue eyeliner with red eyeshadow and then her very dark brow. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Monica says maybe the ombre lips is a softer version of the 90s lip with a dark lip liner and lighter lipstick. It's possible. Definitely possible. Absolutely. Mackenzie says she saw Samantha March is here. Hi, Sam. Let's see. If you haven't checked out Samantha March's YouTube channel, by the way, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Definitely check out Samantha March's YouTube channel if you've never seen it. It is fabulous. Samantha's an amazing person. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, Afra says, I think some of these were big a year or two ago. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Chelsea says, can't wait to receive my colored eyeliner from Kesha Rose Beauty. I heard those are really fun. I didn't get anything from Kesha Rose Beauty. It seemed, okay, so this is what I need to figure out. Is it Kesha Rose Beauty, like actually Kesha Rose Beauty, or is it Hip Dot who is making Kesha Rose Beauty? Like, I'm just curious about that. I'm wondering. I don't know. Oh, Samantha is here. Hi, Samantha. I see you. All right, so let's go ahead and go back over to the trends, and then we'll take a little break, and I'll show you what I have on my face today. Okay. So we have more James Charles. Okay, artsy print like eyeshadow. Ooh, yeah, that's really cool. Like I think that's a Louis Vuitton print. It looks really fuzzy on my screen. Hopefully you can see it better than I can. But that's really gorgeous with stencils. You know who really made that popular is Rocio. I wish they had put a picture of Rocio on here. Rocio Cervantes, who puts the star stickers. She usually puts stars in her corner, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Rocio Cervantes would have been the perfect picture for this. Not that James doesn't, shouldn't be there. I mean, he's got a beautiful look on here. But Rocio, I believe, really started this. And I do believe Rocio worked with James on his palette launch with Morphe. Did some work with him on that. But if you haven't seen Rocio Cervantes on Instagram or Twitter, oh my gosh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. And she's hilarious. Okay, barely there makeup trend. I think we're all kind of hoping that this one continues. I think not we all, but I think a lot of people seem to really enjoy the kind of barely there look. I saw Raw Beauty Christie did a video recently on a barely there makeup, trying to make herself look like movie stars that don't have makeup on in movies, which I thought was a really neat video idea. I haven't watched it yet, but I watched a little clip of it. Oh, and that's it. Okay, that's the end. So I'm hoping so let's go through and let's see. Okay, this is my opinion. Let's go back up to the top and let's talk about the ones that I feel like should carry on. I feel like you should do any of these trends that make you happy, and I think that if you want them to carry on, you should do them. This is my personal opinion. I feel like graphic liner is really cool to look at, so I don't mind if that one stays. Dewy skin, yes, I love that. Mermaid tears, I think that's really pretty. I think that's beautiful. I don't mind that. Bushy brows, not a fan. I'm not a fan of that one, but you do you if you like it, that's fine. Colorful eyeliner, I think if you can pull it off, go for it. I can't. I won't be doing that. Ombre lips can stay forever as far as I'm concerned. I love me some ombre lips. Painted eyes, I don't get. I don't understand it. Fake freckles totally can stay. Love that. The negative space print kind of eyeshadow looks where I use the negative space, I think is beautiful. And then the barely there makeup I think is beautiful. I mean, overall, I think these are great. These are not as crazy as let me switch back over. They're not as crazy as the ones that were like how they had like the fake braided brows. Do y'all remember that? I think that was from last year where people like photoshopped a braid onto their eyebrow and then people tried to call it a trend. Or like Christmas tree brows. Like it's like, is that really a trend? No. One of them can't be a trend because it's not real. And if people tried to make it real, it didn't look good. Like if people actually used real makeup to it, didn't look good because the Photoshop ones look so much better. Hold on. I keep forgetting I have to swallow away from the mic too. Okay, I'm trying, misophonia friends. I'm trying very hard. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm just going to check the collective brain real quick, and then I will show you what I have on my face today. Albert says, Raw Beauty Christie's video was particularly fun. Nice. Drizzle said, James tried to skate by with Photoshop till he was called out, then used his actual talent to create the look the second time. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Leda says, has anyone heard of the BB or CC glow treatment? It's where one gets semi-permanent tattoo treatment on your face for even skin. Really? I've never heard of that. That's so interesting. Sammy likes the graphic liner that has the negative space. Patty Cakes says that it's Photoshop. It's like, this is the thing. Okay, let's talk about Photoshop and Instagram for a minute. This is the thing. I feel like, again, you do you. Do what you want to do. But I feel like the amount of face tuning and Photoshopping in art looks, like it's one thing if we know that it's an art look in that it's been digitally enhanced. But then it's like the people that are actually doing the art and are putting it up as actual art, like my girl Ryan Kelly, who does the lip looks I just bought a bunch of Brian Kelly prints. They will be up somewhere in this room. We just got frames for them. They're amazing. I'm not sure. They're in my room somewhere. I forget where I put them, but they're around. Amazing. If you've never seen Brian Kelly, check out her Instagram. It's insane. She has these teeny tiny little art on her lips. It's ridiculous. Like when she puts people on her lips, like it couldn't be anybody else but the person it's insane. So I feel like it takes away from people like Ryan who are just naturally talented, and like she's been accused of photoshopping, where she absolutely doesn't Photoshop. You can see like she does like the sped up videos where you can see her putting it on. Like it's insane. But I feel like, when you're so incredibly talented, and then you have people that are photoshopping things and they get the same amount of attention, or the Photoshop gets more, I think that's kind of sad. Because it takes away from the people that are that talented. But at the same time, I think that digital art is its own form of art as well. It's such a muddy space. Tab says, yes, Hip Dot only does collabs. They're a launch pad. We're going to talk about that Kesha Rose Beauty. Yeah, so that's just kind of my feeling about it. Melody says, right there with you. If you're doing art, you're amazing. If you're just photo tuning, you hurt the art. Yeah, or you're creating a new kind of art. Like, I don't hate it. It's just when you're holding one and the other and you're trying to compare them, they're two different kinds of art. It's like if I did like, I put because I have these filters on my, for my editing software, and one of them makes like cartoon style. If I like just put the cartoon filter on there and put it up as art, and it just took me one click, and then somebody actually drew that out by hand and trying to compare the two, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that's a fair comparison. Michelle says, I'm cool if it's disclosed or if it's just color adjusting, but he faked the whole thing. Gotcha. Well, I think that once we get to know somebody, this is the thing. Once we get to know somebody and the kind of art that they prefer, whether it's, like you're actually using art tools and then taking a photo of it, or you're primarily using Photoshop or whatever photo editing tool, facetune, whatever. Once you know that that's the kind of art this person does, then I feel like we just need to accept, okay, that's the kind of art this person does, and that's what we need to accept it as. Yumi says, just be truthful about it. Yeah. And I think when it's done as like kind of like a hiding, I think that's where people get upset, because it seems like it's done in a shady way. It's done in a way that like they're trying to pass it off as actual talent, like as far as like artistic with tools and, art talent, when really it's just talent with digital. So it's not actual talent. So that's not right, because digital art is a talent in itself, but it's just a different kind of talent than art with paint and makeup and all of that. So, all right. So let's go ahead and talk about what's on my face today. Take a little break, and then we'll go into the Crazy Beauty Blender product. Crazy Beauty Blender. Wait till you see it. All right. So on my eyes today, I have the Nudie Patootie palette by Laura Lee. I still haven't managed to find my brow pencils. They're still packed in a box somewhere. So I used the shade Nakey Nakey as my brow powder today, and I feel like it worked pretty well. I think it looks really good. On my eyes today, I have Butt Naked, a little bit of Undressed on the brow bone. On my lid, I have Topless and Jaybird. Jaybird is such a beautiful shade. This was the first time I had ever seen, me personally, had ever seen this kind of shift, this pink-orange shift. It's so beautiful. Hopefully you can see it. It is so incredibly beautiful. And I haven't used this palette in a while. I was really happy to use it. And now I've made a mess all over myself. La, 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 la. Let's pretend like I didn't do that. Okay. So that's what I have on my lid. On my lower lash line, I have Buff and a little bit of Uncover in the inner corner on my lower lash line. Okay. On my lips today, I have, this is PR. The Nudie Patootie. I got Nudie Patootie, and I think all this is PR. All this is PR. Okay, so this is Verona from Ofra. That's what I have on my lips today. On my cheeks today is also another Ofra product. This is the Madison Miller blush in All You Need Is Love. And then for contour today, I have the Sigma Sculpt palette. This is the shade Hollow is what I used, which I'm really enjoying, that dark shade on my cheeks. I'm very much enjoying that. For my decluttering series, I do want to apologize that I did not say, a lot of people are saying the name of the blush palette, the Sigma blush palette that I use, that's like my favorite blush palette. I just want to show it to you real quick. It's right here. Oh, I'm stuck. Hold on. Here it is. Ugh. Okay. All right. So I neglected to tell you what this is. So this was from my declutter series. The Sigma blush and cheek palette. It looks like this, and it's fabulous. This is also PR, and it doesn't have a name on it. It just says Sigma blush cheek palette, and the shades are Pet Name, Pinkin, Corda Rosa, Tiger Lily, Maud, Mauve, and Spiced. So I apologize I didn't do a good job telling you the name of that in that video. So that's what's on my face today. Oh, nice. Kaylee says, oh my gosh, I just saw that Samantha's 2019 favorites are up. I know where I'm going after the live. I know where I'm going after the live too. I'm going to put in the timestamps real quick. Oh, here we go. Okay, 3 Drops of Sunshine. This is great. Okay, let's talk about this for a minute and then we'll go into the beauty blender thing. Who else has lost their VIB Rouge status and is not mad about it? I lost it last year. This year I was VIB and I did not hate it. VIB Rouge status, like they hype it up as you're a Rouge and you're amazing and you get this and you get that. The only thing that I kind of missed was going to the Rouge like party things where they had a day where you would go like for Christmas and they were going to have their holiday releases. I think it was like September, I want to say. October, something like that, where you could go in and you could see things early. But last time I went, the very last one I went to, they didn't even have any snacks. Before they used to have coffee, they had snacks. Not the last time I went. I was real sad about that. Like I spent $1,000 to be here. At least give me some little mini donuts or something, man, something. But yeah, I mean, it's really not that great. So yeah, not sad about going into my second year of not Rouge status. Very happy about that. And did you all see the insulting, the absolutely insulting reward? we're oh my gosh. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, because I tweeted it out. So let me see if I can snip it real quick and put it in the chat. It is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, hold on. Here it is. Okay. All right, let me snip it real quick for you. New snip. Okay. Let me save it. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in the chat so you guys can see it. Let's see. Image, browse. There it is. Open. Okay, and I'm going to put it in for you so you can see it. Check this out. Okay, use your Beauty Insider points now for a discount in January. So remember, it's $1 per point. So in January, you can get a 5% off discount for 350 points, 10% off for 750 points, and 15 whole percents off for 1,000 points, and exclusions apply. I wonder what the exclusions are for. But this, to me, this is insulting. We just came off of a holiday season where everybody got 10, 15, or 20% off. Like, why would anybody do that? Why? I mean, unless you just have nothing else to spend your points on, because, oh my gosh, I found that to be kind of insulting. It's like, I'm going to spend $1,000 and I get 15% off. Woohoo. Like, what? Are you kidding me? There's the argument that, anytime there's a reward system, it's a bonus. They don't owe us really anything for shopping there. We shop because we want to buy something. It's not because we expect to be rewarded for shopping somewhere. But this is the thing, all right? This is the thing. We're off on a tangent. I was going to tell you about the beauty blender thing. But this is the thing. When they specifically set up a reward system, I think you are now exempt from, you're not allowed to say you shouldn't expect anything anymore, because you set up a reward system on purpose to reward people. And then these pathetic rewards, absolutely pathetic rewards unbelievable. I was like shocked. I was like, you kidding me? And the thing is, the Sephora is, not Sephora, Ulta is kicking their butt. And what did I see? I think, was it like Shoppers has one or something? There was another one that was like a Canadian one, somebody said was really, really good as far as their reward point system. Yeah, let me see if I'm going over real quick, and it just says, it says exclusions apply. I wanted to see what it went toward. Yeah, I'm not signed into my account, but yeah, I just thought that was really sad. I thought that was pathetic. That's my opinion. I mean, don't set up a reward system if you're not going to reward people. And this is a company that has a lot. I mean, this is not a little tiny indie little mom and pop shop. It's Sephora, man. They for reals. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Abra says, nothing. The Sephora has nothing else to spend your points on. Exactly. I saw a meme where they had the little mini, like, what was it? Like the big toy? It was like brands, something like mini brands, I think it was. It was like the big hot toy this year. It was like little mini branded things. My chiropractor told me about it because his daughters wanted them. But it's like little things like little Clorox wipes and little, I don't know. There's like little tiny branded little things. So they had little makeup ones. And somebody was like, so there was a meme and had a hand and it had little teeny tiny little makeup products. And it was like, thanks for spending $1,000 at Sephora. Here's your reward. And it was like these little teeny tiny, like, 2 centimeter tall little products. I'm like, that's the truth. That's the truth. It's so sad. Like Ulta can totally just this is why Ulta wins. This is why Ulta wins. It's so sad. It's so sad. But the little Lepozo, no, they're not real. They're just like little toys. So yeah. Indigo Beauty just discovered mini brands yesterday. I discovered them a couple days ago. Apparently, they were going for like $100 a thing on like eBay and stuff. People were selling them before Christmas, but they're like, it's like $9 or something for a mystery thing of it. But anyway, okay, so let's go into the last article that I wanted to show you today. Let me go over to my software here. Okay, so Beauty Blender has this new product. It's revolutionary. Check this out. So, Beauty Blender's Wave Shade Shifter Makeup Sponge is a first of its kind and so fun to use. You know what this is? Do you remember, like, at least when my kids were little, they had the little cars and you would send them through like a car wash and it would change colors when it hit the warm water or the cold water? Or like they had like Barbies, like different dolls where their hair would like change color in the hot water and cold water? That's what this is. That's what this is. Oh my gosh, you can't even see the article. That's so sad. Okay, here we go. Look, there you go. Now you can see it. For real, Beauty Blender. I mean, it's definitely, I can see people buying it. Because it is fun to see it change color, but really? I guess it's just like that satisfying thing. It's just a Beauty Blender. Like, that's not revolutionary. But I give them props for doing something different. But it just reminds me of toys. It reminds me of toys. I guess as adults, we do like toys sometimes. So, temperature activated technology, the Instagram post says. Shifts from purple to blue. So what do y'all think? All right, I'm going to flip back over headphone. Where is someone flip back over? There we go. Sorry. I got to figure out how to fix that. It hasn't been, I don't know why it's making that sound. Oh, Kara C is here. Check out her YouTube channel. She says Beauty Blender makes my eye twitch. Yeah, Amy says she had so many of those Barbies. Yeah, color changes. That's the fancy one. That's the fancy pants one. So, yeah. Pete says, I'm going to need Beauty Blender to stop. Just stop. I feel the same way. It's like, really? That's your big revolutionary product? That's it? That's it? Do I kind of low-key want one? No, I'm not getting one, though. I'm not doing it. But I kind of like, it's It's one of those things where I wish like a friend had it so I could play with it for 5 minutes and then give it back. Hot Wheels, yes. Jessica, yes, exactly. Amber says mood t-shirt and a sponge. No, thank you. Yes, you guys remember the mood shirts? I think we've talked about them in chat before. The handprint ones. People were telling me when they, I remember people, think it was when I was reading the chat back or when we were talking about it, that people that had larger chestises, that when they wore like the hypercolor shirts, that the chestises would change colors. I never had that problem because I never had the chestises. This is the biggest I've ever been because I had kids. I was smaller than this when I was younger. So yeah, the color changing things. So yeah, color changing is cool. Color changing is fun, but do I need it in my life? No. Tommy says this is crazy. It's basically a toy for kids. Yeah, pretty much. But I was the dumb one. I bought the stupid little Beauty Blender washing machine thing that wasn't even a washing machine. They need to make one for real that actually washes them. That would be cool. Because there was actually another article about beauty blenders, how people don't wash them. And there's so much bacteria and so much nastiness in the beauty sponges because people just don't wash them. And it's really gross. So it would be nice to actually have some kind of washing device that would spin it around, squeeze it, spin it around, squeeze it, spin it around, squeeze it, and then have a little drying phase. That would be super cool. Somebody needs to make that. I would buy that. But the little kids one, all it was you put water in and it had a little spinner thing at the bottom that would spun the water around. It was so dumb. It did not wash anything. But it was cute. It was a toy, Yeah, Crystal says, I don't care what color my sponge is because it's just going to turn the color of your foundation anyway. Like, no matter what, it's going to turn the color of your foundation. Fatima says sponges are naturally petri dishes. It's true. It's absolutely true. Pete says they extended their foundation line shades and they have concealer too, right? I'm not sure. I heard the formula is good. Just continue with the actual base product formulations. Yeah, totally agree. I mean, people are going to buy it. People are going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. Yeah, a washer would be revolutionary, Tommy. I totally agree. So, I don't know. All right, we got 7 minutes left. So let's just pop topics and whatever you guys want to talk about. We'll talk about whatever. Rhonda says, is it Rhonda? Yeah. I love the Real Technique sponges all day. Those are good. I really like the ones that just the Ulta brand ones. Those are really good too. Aria says, why would you not wash kitchen sponge? I think that all that stuff needs to be washed. I think it's so nasty. I threw away so many beauty blenders when I moved, like not beauty blender brand, but like so many of those sponges when I moved because I had no idea how old they were. No idea. So I was like, you know what? I know this one is just a month old or so. So I'm keeping this one. That's the only one I kept. It threw the rest away. Because I knew the rest of them were old and hadn't been washed properly. Because what I would do is instead of washing them, I would just get out a new one. It was so wasteful. Such a wasteful behavior that I'm going to fix in 2020. That's one of my big goals of 2020 is to waste less. Buy less, waste less. Dora says, $20 to change colors and still can't see it once because of the foundation. No, revolutionary self-cleaning. Yeah, I would agree. Like somehow like a little cleaning thing. I'm surprised Beauty Blender hasn't come out with that yet. All it needs to do is it just needs to spin and squish. Spin, squish, spin, squish. Little drain cycle. Fill it up again. Spin, squish. It'd be great. Oh, there you go. Kamloops says, Kamloops Cruise. Ooh. I saw someone say she puts hers in a lingerie net bag and she puts them through a washing machine. That's smart. Siobhan says, I've never tried Sigma, need to. I would say, okay, so with Sigma, I am not a fan of their eyeshadow formula, like at all. But I really like their blush and contour and I really like their brushes. But I'm not a fan of their eyeshadow. I've seen other people, like I think Christy, speaking of Christy, we talked to Christy earlier, I think she had done a video with their Enchanted palette. I wasn't a big fan of the Enchanted palette. I didn't enjoy it that much. Shauna says, put your kitchen sponges in the dishwasher. That's smart. Kalisha says, I throw my make. Hi, Kalisha. I throw my makeup brushes in a pillowcase and put them in the washer now on gentle cycles. So that's smart. Oh, okay. So Jen says she wants to talk about ingredients in subscription boxes to cheaper alternative, changing the ingredients in subscription boxes to cheaper alternatives. I wish I had the screenshot of this. So, okay, there was a thing where there was, what was the product, Jen? I can't remember what the product was. Let's see if you had said it earlier. There was a product in a BoxyCharm. It was like a blush, I think. And one of them, oh, here we go. I missed the first part of the live. Talk BoxyCharm. Okay. So I do know Joe at BoxyCharm. I haven't talked to him in years. I mean, he is so fast at responding. Like if I texted him right now, he'd probably respond to me, but it's the holidays. I don't want to, Sunday on holiday. So BoxyCharm, supposedly one of the products that was in BoxyCharm, on the box, it said it had talc in it, but then on the website, it said it didn't have talc in it. And people are saying it's like a watered down version of the product. This is what I hesitate. Okay. I feel like a lot of the things that people are saying, like, and this is maybe it's because I do have like I know that Joe has a good heart. Like, and I don't think that he would like, there's like a purposeful of trying to deceive customers in any way. Maybe that's just my bias coming out. But first thing is, just because something has talc in it doesn't mean that it's cheaper. Like, just because it doesn't have talc in it doesn't mean it's more expensive. Like it's not necessarily like you can find very inexpensive products that are talc free. So that can't, to me, that doesn't really mean anything. All talc does is it gives a base for the colors. Like it's like a base. This is what I think happened. This is just from my knowledge that I have, which is, I don't know anything about the specific situation, but what it seems like may have happened is that the one product that was in BoxyCharm was maybe an older version and they reformulated it. So now they're selling the reformulated version on their website, and they wanted to get rid of all the ones with the old formula. So they sold them to BoxyCharm. It doesn't mean that it's an old product, but it may be an older version of it. So I mean, that's what I think is probably what's happening, but that's without any background knowledge at all. I've heard there's been some issues lately with people not getting their boxes on time. I've heard lots of other things with BoxyCharm that have not been good recently. I told them to stop sending me BoxyCharm. Specifically, I told them I wasn't going to be reviewing it anymore. They are still sending it to me. So I do, like, I really, really like the little book back there. I don't know if you can see it. The Storybook Cosmetics, the little Red Riding Hood book. I love that thing. I got that in BoxyCharm recently, but I'm not doing the reviews anymore for a while. I'm taking a break from it. Sheila says, I think some BoxyCharm products are leftovers from formula changes and non-sellers. Yes, I think so too. I agree. And I think that's the whole, like, okay, so BoxyCharm, when they first started out, back, I don't know how many years ago, whenever they first started, they were a drugstore subscription box, full-size drugstore subscription box. So what they would do is they would have, a company, lines that were going out or products that weren't selling or whatever. They gave them to, that's how BoxyCharm got started, was by selling these things that were, like if you go back to my very first BoxyCharm videos, you can see it, where I talk about, most of the products weren't even available anymore. They were limited edition items that they had just a small amount left, and then they sell them to BoxyCharm, who then puts them in the subscription boxes. That was how they started. Then they moved over to doing more luxury kinds of products. They went to full-size, really nice products instead of the drugstore products. So they would have the drugstore ones with some samples of some fancier stuff, and then they moved over to having all more expensive products for the most part in there, less drugstore. But still, okay, so the reason why, in my opinion, from talking to people want to put their products in subscription boxes is, one of the reasons why they might is to unload product that they have excess of, and they want to get rid of it. They know they can't sell it. So they can't sell it on their website or through Sephora or Ulta. So this is a way to sell that product that they're not going to be able to get full price for and still get some money for. Another way is to promote a product. So let's say they have a really good product that they know is really, really fantastic and they want to get it out to more people. BoxyCharm has a huge list of influencers that do unboxings. So you're going to get these, their products are going to be able to get in front of all these people through like Kathleen Light's huge audience does BoxyCharm reviews, and I've noticed some other influencers now. I think Manny started doing BoxyCharm. And I remember the first time Manny got a BoxyCharm, I was so mad. This was years ago. First time Manny got a BoxyCharm, he got it in like a swag bag or something he went to. It was like a swag bag unboxing. He's like, BoxyCharm, what's this? And he opens it up and he was like, oh, this blah, blah, blah. And he like threw it. I was like, wait, but that's really good. That's really good stuff. And he had no idea what he was opening. And I was so mad because I was such a BoxyCharm person. I was so mad. But anyway, now I think he does BoxyCharm unboxings. I think he does. But anyway, I digress. So the companies put the stuff in the boxes so that they can get their products in front of larger audiences, get it in the hands of more people. And how many times, if you are a subscription box person, how many times have you gotten something in a subscription box and then ended up buying more from that brand because you enjoyed something you got in the subscription box? I know I've done that many times. So it's a way to get your name out there. It's a way to get people to try your products. So there's a lot of benefit for the brand, and it's not always because they're just trying to unload product that they can't sell. I think that that's part of it, but I don't think that's the whole story. I think that's part of it though. So those are my thoughts on the BoxyCharm thing. And I just realized we're over time. We're 2 minutes over time. Well, 1 minute over time. So let's see what the collective brain has to say, and then we'll get going for the day. Let me see. Aaron says Ipsy and 111 Skin actually came out and said they use different factories to make the product for Ipsy to meet demand. Move the PRC differentiation ingredient half full jars. What? Well, 111 Skin, their ingredients are not that great. They say that their products are worth it's like $150, $200 a sheet mask or whatever. Their ingredients are not that great. So that would not surprise me, but that's some shady business. I don't know anything about that. I can't confirm that. That's what Aaron says. This is the first I've heard of it. Wow, that's some craziness. That's crazy. Arya says they should let us know they're giving us different quality. Last week I found out I wouldn't be getting my December premium. They refunded me, but I would rather have their new sub box than nothing. Gotcha. The Kypress Dew serum we got in BoxyCharm is so good. I actually passed that on to my aunt because she needed something like that, and I gave it to her. But you know who else said that was really good is Michelle Wong said it was really good. So I wanted to give that to her as a gift. Pretty Little Life says Storybook brushes are not good, but I'm not going to lie, I did get the Harry Potter wand once for display. I haven't tried any of their brushes, but I do really like that. Let me grab that real quick because it's real cute. I'm tethered by these headphones here. Okay, so this is so cute. This came in BoxyCharm. This is the Fairy Tale Storybook Cosmetics Little Red Riding Hood book, and it's got the little shades in there. I did use this not that long ago. I've used it twice now, and I really, really like it. The quality's really good. I was surprised how good the quality was. But it's so cute, and it fits with I love all the storybook stuff. I've got all my book looking palettes over there, and I kind of want more of these, just even if, just... It's that overconsumption thing that I'm trying not to do in 2020, but this is so cute. It does make me want to buy more, though. It does. If I wasn't trying to buy less, I would probably buy more of these because they're so cute. And it just fits with the things that I love. I love stories and stuff like that. I've always been like that. Okay, Abby says Ciate said they switched labs and formulas. Wow. Okay. All right. Shanna says overall BoxyCharm is 1,000 times better than Ipsy. I canceled my Ipsy this year. Sincerely Kristen says expired products as well. I don't think that they would ever intend to put in an expired product. That's just my opinion. I think that would be messed up. Abby says Manny just started doing them again. I think Lunar Beauty will be in one soon, and that's why, just a guess. We'll have to come back to this, Abby, and see if you were right. Tracy says, where can I find your shirt? This shirt I got at the where did I get it? I want to say Hot Topic, but that's not where I got it. I got it at Old Navy in the store. Somebody said they looked for it online, couldn't find it. I got it in store at Old Navy. I went to go get my daughter clothes, and I ended up walking out with this. She got nothing because she didn't like anything. But I got my Back to the Future shirt, which I thought would be cool for, 2019 going into 2020. All right, we're 4 minutes over. I got to go. Thank you so much for being here in live chat. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for full What's Up in Makeup. It's full next week. We're doing What's Up in Makeup. We're doing chat next week, 10 a.m. Working on getting some more interviews. I want to wait till the holidays were over before I started contacting people again to do interviews, but I'm looking forward to some interviews that I have lined up for 2020. And chat content this week, we have 2 more declutters, and then we'll go into my my favorites and fails for 2019. That's what's coming up the following week. So this week we have lip declutter and we have complexion products declutter. So foundations, concealers, powders. So those 2 videos are coming at you this week. And then after that, we have favorites and fails for 2019. So make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss those and don't miss live chat for next week. Thanks so much for being here. Mad love to you, and have a great week and Happy New Year. See you soon. Bye.